This weekend at the War Memorial Auditorium, there's a rare opportunity to hear all the classic songs of Frank Sinatra, and if you close your eyes, you'd swear you're listening to Old Blue Eyes himself. Rick Michel has spent his career paying tribute to one of the greatest singers of all time in his Sinatra Forever show, complete with a 24-piece orchestra. We are delighted to welcome Rick to Talk of the Town. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. Thank you.
You really do sound just like him, and all the nuances and the mannerisms and everything.
Well, it's something that I've worked on since I was a teenager. My mom asked me to try to sing like Old Blue Eyes, and I got one of the old 33 1/3 albums out of Songs for Swingin' Lovers. You Make Me Feel So Young was the first song that I sang when I was a teenager, and to this day I dedicate that song to my mother in every show.
You know, it's one thing to have a dream to do that, but you actually have the vocal chops to be able to accomplish it.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. I really just, you know, God gave me this gift to sing, and I just love to spread the classic American songbook all over the world, and then, you know, that's where I perform, is everywhere.
How much studying did you have to do to get all those nuances down just right?
Yeah, you have to listen, because you know, you got to nail the voice. I work with Rich Little, master impressionist, and he said some people look like him, but you got to sound like Frank, and so those little nuances. Well, it doesn't hurt that I'm from New York,
sure.
You know, and I've got that, not the Jersey thing, but the, you know, the Oz and the, you know, and when I say marvelous, just simply marvelous, you know, that kind of. I can talk like him a little bit, and but I met him a few times, and that didn't hurt, and I saw him in concert many times. And
you actually sang in front of him.
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
It was
daunting.
Yeah, I mean, he said he said the words, "I was marvelous," and
wow.
Yeah, it was a great compliment. I got a great picture with him, and he signed a colored 8x10 of his in '86. I've met him a few times, and since then, and I met him 3 years before he passed, and this is his 100th anniversary year. He'll be in December. He would have been 100 years old. So this is a banner year for me to do it. And thanks to the War Memorial, they couldn't have done a better job of marketing this show for me.
What is it about this music that keeps audiences coming back year after year?
You know what? You're going to laugh at this, but it's words you can understand. I mean, the songs that are out there, I mean, well, this is Music City. I mean, people know what it's like to understand the words of country. I mean, it's very plain. You're telling a story. But I mean, to me, the American Songbook, when you got Irving Berlin and Oscar Rogers and Hart and Cole Porter, I mean, those are words that they told a story, and each word that Frank sang had such meaning behind it, his heart was in it, and he could wrap a lyric around any melody line like nobody else, and nobody since him.
Well, I imagine those songs too are touch points for moments in people's lives that they remember too.
Right,
and if you can bring them back to that time, that's got to be really special.
Well, we put a special show together. We have 24 songs, and a lot of them are romantic songs I did for Valentine's. And it's real excited to be here. I mean, you have your Nashville Symphony Orchestra going to be part of this, you know, and 24-piece orchestra, and we're real excited to do it. I've got my musical director who played for Frank Sinatra, filled in for Bill Miller at the piano.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
And many of the players in the big band portion of your orchestra actually played with Old Blue Eyes.
Old Blue Eyes himself, and we have the original charts. And so it's really authentic. But I want to make sure people know that I'm not doing an impression of, I'm doing an interpretation. Nobody can fill his shoes. I mean, he was just the best.
Well, you're honoring him.
Absolutely honoring the legacy of this iconic entertainer. And he did it all. I mean, he won Grammys, Oscars, Emmys, and he was the best.
That's great. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy your time in Music City.
I will. Thank you.
Don't miss Sinatra Forever, performing tonight at 8 p.m. at the War Memorial Auditorium. Tickets are available at tpac.org.